A little bit more. I think that's good. How you guys doing? It's Wednesday. I can't see because that's so bright. Wednesday the 9th of December. We are cracking through this. I only thought that I would be doing these streams for just a couple of weeks and I'll give up. But here we are, like a month and a half, 2 months into regular streaming. So welcome. I know that some of you may catch it up on this later on, or some of you returners, welcome back. It's great to have you here. If you're new, hi, I'm Kyle. I'm a software engineer of 20 years. I've been doing like a lot of front end, back end, anything you name it with the internet. I've touched it. And I'm working on a side project called Soulection Tracklists, which is already deployed out in production, but I'm working on a version 4 of that, which is improved design from an awesome designer who said he wanted to kind of do a case study design and said I could use the design. Thank you very much, Dorian, for your awesome work. It's making great work with that. And I wanted to improve some features and deliver a better experience for me and for many other people around the world who enjoy my site. The site is over 10,000 visits per month. I think is nuts, absolutely nuts. Something which I was just scratching my own back to get done, and just to improve my own outcome for the feature to deliver. And get loads of visits. That's nuts. I really appreciate each and every visitor who comes across the site, and all the love which happens on the Discord channel. Love you guys. So let's get right into it. This is Soulection Tracklist version 4. I'm going to open up the Soulection Tracklists.com site, and this is what we currently got. This is what's out there. People are really enjoying this, but I want to freshen up. So here we go. We got the version 4 site, and I have a whole bunch of things I want to get on this before we release. And aim for the release is New Year's. I'm aiming for that because each year, and it's been announced that Soulection has the airwaves on Apple Music for the day. They're taking over Apple Music for the day. So I might be able to also deliver this at the same time and improve everyone's functionality on that. I don't know. I also have the if I don't get this done, if there's bugs and the experience just isn't as good, I'll hold back and I'll aim for episode 500, which is the 500 episode. It's a big, scary number, and that happens in about March or April. So I have extra time if it need be, but we kind of almost there. But yeah, what am I doing today? Well, I can see a problem right there. Right above my head, you can see show 485 Gems in the Cornerstone, which is the newest episode releasing this week on Friday. But the artwork for that is wrong. Let's go and fix that straight away. It's actually on my to-do list. I did note it before my stream, so I'm a bit more prepared. Yeah, that. Let's make that text bigger. Yeah, I think let's go for uber large today. And I've already got the server started. So there's our artwork. Latest episode artwork. That should be the correct artwork, but it's generally not. So let's figure out why this is the case. Interesting when you do digging into bugs. But yeah, we're showing the wrong episode number there. What happens if I refresh the page? Sometimes that does affect. No, definitely not. So latest episode. How are we generating this? This is a really old way in how I was doing the site. This was actually handled months ago. So I need to each time I open up a certain section of the site, it's new to me. and I kind of cross compare with what I see on the page. So this is for the artist discoveries and town of sounds. So we've got that going on. We've got a link there, and the episode's title and episode artwork. Why is that artwork not happening? Let's print out the content and see the artwork title. Unless I just kind of got some configuration wrong here. On page, I should see all this. So artwork. Yeah, it's totally there. And drag that. Unless like this is just the wrong way in how I'm doing it. Let's have a look. In components, artwork, we are expecting a path. And then we pass it in. That's crazy. It's now working for some weird reason. I changed one bit of code and it's just like, okay, we're good now. The magics which happens sometimes. Either I didn't touch that component for a while or it had a weird caching, but it's working now. There we go, good. We'll come back to some of the design stuff there, and we're probably missing the date of which this aired. There's track lists and stuff, but we're mostly good. I want to, yeah, let's make that clickable as well. So we want, let's make just the artwork clickable and this button below. Nuxt link to. We're going to make it a binding. It's going to go to latest episode. That might just be enough for us. And we need to close that Nuxt link. That. And we just bring all this nested. Now these both should, after it's loaded, you can see the counter up on the side there. We've got them clickable, and you go to the actual right episode. We just need to bring back some. You notice we've broken a bit of functionality there. So class flex send, and it's going to be content. Where do we define that? We content center, I think. Like that as well. Oh wow! Let's do it in the inspector. Sometimes it's a bit quicker instead of waiting for the page to fully load. Flex. We want it to be a column. Flex col. Boom. Yeah, that's what we wanted. I'll close that down. Oh, that is really bright. Still see me okay? Good. Is that still? We'll leave it. We'll leave it at that. I think the volume lowers on stream when I speak, and when it comes back up. But I don't know whether it comes back up too loud. So if it is a bit too much, do ping me on the chat, and I'll fix that. Should be fine. Cool. We've done that. So let's jump on over to our to-do list and hit the Alt and Enter. No, Alt and D, which means done. Save that. That's fantastic. This plugin is the to-do plugin. It's on the extensions. To-do. This To-do Plus, I think it is, by Fabio Sampaneto, and it's really cool. So far, like it creates this file, and you can use commands to like kind of like you write out your tasks here, and then you have a command which will say what we're going to work on next. Actually, we're going to work on the pagination. So we're going to click on Alt and S, which will say started. And when I come back to this, I'll hit Alt and D, or Option D, and it will mark it as done. You can see then how long it's taken for a task to get done. That's pretty cool. So what did I say I was going to do? It's going to be pagination, because at the moment we've got this listed out, and then got a little bit bug there as well. Need to fix that. But there's no way to get to the next listings, and you can see I've only got 25 episodes listed here, but there's 485 of them. 488. I think there's a few extra hidden episodes, and I want to make sure that you can continue using these filters and not break the site. By breaking the site, it takes an absolute age to load this page because there's so much content on it. So that's why I had to put on this limit 25. But I also need to have all episodes to be able to filter them with that filter, and that's got to be on this. Ooh. It can, because how did that track list? I made a mess of this as well. I probably should come back to this on a different time. Actually, this looks very scary. It's just scary stuff. We pass in episodes which is a full array, and it does the things, and then does that side. And now I'm realizing that this is a big scary area. I kind of don't want to do it anymore. But we have pagination on this. Let's go back over to the to-do, and we will unstart that one. Can I just unstart this one? That's not the thing. But we have this one. We have all tracks, and I was doing all tracks in my own time because there was a lot of things handling. And at the moment, it displays nothing. But if I go and hit refresh on this page, ta-da! So bug one is, why are you not displaying when navigating from one page back to another unless you hit refresh? You need to fix that. Secondly, I've had to do the same limit thing here, because when I don't limit to a certain set of tracks, there's 19,000-ish. 19,000 tracks. That would make this page huge, and I can't display. Your computers won't handle that amount of data. So first of all, I kind of want to make it so that you scroll down, you click next, and then you go to the next page. And then we'll look into infinite scrolling, where you scroll down and it starts loading in more content and maybe taking out more other content. But I'll have to do some research into that on how you do it with Nuxt. I do have a way on how to do just a simple pagination. So yeah, let's go and do that. Save that document, and that is in pages, tracks, index. And I had a fair few different ways in how I was doing this. So let's get rid of the boilerplate stuff. So yeah, this Monday and Tuesday, I think it was, and Saturday and Sunday, I was hacking with this, trying to load in every single track, and there's a lot of it, and it was just really slow. So I had to make a script. I'll go off tangent a little bit. A script which pre-enhances the data, and this is probably hard to kind of grasp over. But basically, I wanted each track to say what its last episode number, last time it was played, the last episode it was played on, and the last time it was played. Also, taken from the time the episode was starting to play, what time was it played from that, so we can then order them. This way, that pre-work means that we can get all of the tracks, which is artist deep, by and then path into these tracks, and order by order by last played at, and descending. And this means that when we go to the page and hit refresh, this was the last track played, and we'll go back through each history. So you can kind of in reverse order listen to selection. And I think that's pretty cool. And I can probably flip around that and stuff like that. I have a feeling that this refresh thing is to do with this use async. So I'm going to use static instead, because I know that works. With use static, we need to pass in a key of some sort, and this key will be the page number. So page number, and we also need to give it a kind of pre-tag or prefix in a way. So this would be all tracks. So it'd be all tracks hyphen page 0, page 1, and so on. Each time we load this in order to get that. And let's just run the script. The page number is going to be from our headers in a way. So I think context.params, maybe? Is that a thing to actually have it? Oh, it's just designed but never used. And then we've got const ref, which is page number, and then we've got a ref, which we've got to bring in, which could be start off 0. We might be able to just go like this, params page number. Don't hold me to that. Or ref.page number, and that might be. Still getting used to this composition API. That might lock that. I have this spinner on my Dingo, and sometimes it breaks. So this should load, yeah. And that page number will be passed in, and then we need to do a skip. So if I'm right, I've got documentation on the side here. We have total count of pages, which we have total, well, not total, it's per page we want to set as a constant, and let's say we got 50 per page. So then we got limit 50, and then we got page number I think we need to do a multiplication, yeah. So page number 0 will be just 50, or we may even have page number 1, times by the amount of results per page. So if we break this out, if our page number is 1 times by 50, this will equal 50. And then so on, we'll have the page number times 50 will be 100. And we'll do the third one just so you get the flow. So I think we have a small issue with this page number. It's like either it's set or we need it as 1. I'll deal with that for now. Don't know whether it needs a ref or not. I'm gonna try with ref, and then we'll give it another try if it doesn't work. I know in order to we're gonna print out the page number just so we can visually see it on page number out of remove this the total pages to a ref. It might be a bit nice like that, and we want to output the page number and the page. Page number. Try that again. You can type, Kyle. Yeah. Page number divided by page per page, actually. We've got page 1. by 50. And methods. Property or methods, page number is not defined or instant. I definitely am sending you in. Let's give this a page a refresh and see what happens. So static all one. So that's expected, and of course in dev mode it's not going to fetch that that file. So it's going to build it, and the output of that seems to not as expected. So I think we're going to have to open up another page where we have done this. You notice use static document, and I think we have a different way in how we've done this data. Const track. We've sent them back the tracks. Document. See, that is looking fine using this reference here, and this metadata stuff is just the titles and stuff, so we don't need to worry about that. We're concentrating about this constant data, return data. We're saying constant tracks, return tracks. I'm looking at the documentation. This skip function might be the problem, or this. I don't know. Let's have a look. See, let's put out document.length for giggles and see what we got in total. We should have it printed in 50, but it's not. Let's try this. Ooh, is it because per page is not as what we expected? Is it gonna be value? And then like that. Let's give that a try. It might not translate it from the reference code. Nope. Let's disable skip and see what. C100. Wow, that's generally still not worked. You want to see this site break? Let's watch it break. This should load in all the data, and still it's not. This is me stumped. We should be seeing like this document.length, and I'm gonna refresh the page because sometimes that does fix things. Not when you're syncing through the page, and yeah, it's broken, i.e. it's loaded up the entirety of that data. So I'm going to per page, and I'm going to like kind of say back up to 50 if that is a null, because I can't be dealing with the look how small that is. It's just here, and I think it'll crash my browser, so let's stop that. Let's forcefully crash my browser. Which tab is it? All tracks in process. Otherwise we'd be sat here for ages. There we go. We got the 50, and I want to make sure that it's with this per page is doing the right thing. So just set it to 100, and this value stays 50. Cool. What happens when we re-enable this page number value times by per page value? Page. Brill. Now if I refresh to the index page and navigate over to the all tracks page, oh yeah, this page has that same too much data bug. That is not what we expected to happen. Oh, soul tracks is not. I'm with the current site, I've pushed it to its limits, And because I'm using a massive data set, I've pushed it to its limits. Nuxt. It should be able to do it, but each time I get like a weird bug and I'm having to debug it, it gets harder each time when I'm dealing with the full data set. And sometimes I create a subset of data, but why? Why? I think that's to do with this. I'm going to disable that for now because it's got a subtle bug which happens, something to do with length, or that's to do with length, but that should generally be defined when it's returning. So go to Tracklist, go to all played, go to Tracklist, refresh the page, go to all played, bug. Raw. Why? It's trying to load that static in, and of course it doesn't need to do it. And it's only this page which happens to have that weird bug, because all Tracklists happens to work. If I reload the page on tracks, working, and I go to all Tracklists, and that still works even though I've got this weird little bug there. So let's have a look at. So we can see, where am I going wrong? Maybe if I patch on this catch. And if we don't have data, which should never ever happen, we'll error. This shouldn't be status code 444, but oh well. Let's just basically make it exactly the same. Let's do that. We're using the async data here, the old method, and this is using the new method. And if this use static is still not playing game with us, I might have to pick some really hard actions. It's definitely working on this. And we can test that by going to a page. And of course it's complaining because all the data is not probably there for some of these. This is a brand new episode. So no, it works. That use static generally works. It just has a very bad time. See, this is what we do this get episode and it's like, okay, no problems. We'll then go and fall over to a different thing. Oh, we have to, yes. We have to kind of delay our render for a second. Something to do with it. Like when there's no document, we just have to kind of hold off. And then load in. Otherwise we get a first bug of the page going, I don't know what to do. And then, then it loads in. So hold that, then back. Yeah, okay, cool. We have the correct number, so let's bring back in our track rows, allow it to reload. Brilliant. Now, if I go page number, let's just go page equals 2, and we should see the change. And I need to change this params to page. See what happens. 2 of 50. No. Let's have a look, see. Do we even get that params come into data on the side? Could be underneath my head in a second. Console LG. Try that again. I was looking up there. Oh. Yeah, it is the dot value thing, and this is empty, it's an object. Let's have a look. I need to go into documentation for Nuxt. Nuxt page search params. How to get the URL search params? Params like that. Oh, we need to get the root, probably? Right, yeah. Thought so. We have that on slug. Params value. Particular slug, but maybe we ask for root. Does that exist? Let's see whether it does. Go back to this. Undefined. View compose Nuxt composition API root. Someone else must have done this before. Router. Try that. Might not even be in context. Let's try helpers, static. Gadgets. It's not mentioned anywhere in that. And still not there. Can I search the... It's so new that it's sometimes you have to go into the code to understand what is going on. With context, context root, return context query params and root params query. Ah, can we get just the query? This is not parameters of data; it's the query string which we want. And value page 2. Yes, awesome. We don't need params. We want query page, and we want to make sure that it's parse int. It's a number. How's that? So we should see page 2 of 50. Absolutely not. Let's try that. Might need to go and compute it. I'm not too sure. Yes. Maybe no. Why is it not displaying any data? Now this line here is sus. Console log. Let's just grab this line and see what we have output on it. And in order to do some more debugging, we're doing console log debugging right now. We're going to put a comma between these two to have the two outputs output. Two outputs printed. Yeah, there we go. So it works on refresh. We go into that page and we have Undefined of 50. Is it as simple as this? I don't know. Not defined going in. Let's give it another benefit of the doubt and it worked on the second time round there. I'm not confident with it. Oh yeah, of course the data's not going to load because we just need to drop that, this, and you're good. Fingers crossed, guys. We should have 2 of 50, 50. Once this loads. No. You've done the calculation right here. Let's say there's a virtual my incorrect markup. Didn't do anything with T-body. Missing V node. I really... This one's spicy. It's very awkward in its area. We definitely got page 2, and I don't know why for a second it loads page 1. That gets me weird, and we got no data, and that's okay because we know that with page 2. But why is it not working? Generally should be working. Let's go and change this key. I don't like that key anymore. Tracks page. It'll be tracks page 1, page 2. Yeah. Just empty, lifeless. Oh. Right. I might have figured it out. It's skipping. We're limiting by 100 per page, and let's bring this calculation out. Skip. That's because I want to be able to skip by. We might need to do some crazy logic with this page count. Let's have a look at the Nuxt content fetch. There's something to do with this skip number. Oh. Oh hey, .892. Yeah, we're on Twitch as well. I didn't put the links into the description below. If you search Carl Wellsby on Twitch, I'm there too. You can join that gang. We're streaming together. Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube, and Periscope. Why not? Everywhere. No problem, Jared. I love that you're using the Japanese symbols in there. What have we got? I have this document here. Let's have a look. See, you is not shishi. Susu. .892 Susu. Lens Twitch. TV cows beans. I should have like one of those night bots which make it possible. Look at my own self a few seconds ago. There we go. Enjoy. How are you doing today anyway? You good? Jared? Awesome. Where were we? We were still trying to figure out why am I not fetching data from 19,000 records when I'm just skipping 2 times 50, which would be probably too much. So we're at that point. We're at that weird point of it. Pages. I want this page number value to output there. So then oh, thanks for the follow. Oh, that's all. That's a crazy name number. It's like Jared B12. Is that like a enum, like where it's just like long distance? I don't know. What does 212E13 stand for? That's. I find it a little funny with so many people's names with numbers and stuff in there. Difficult. I'm dyslexic, so when I see something, it takes me a while for me to kind of read and understand what your usernames are. But welcome. Oh, yeah, here we go. Skip by 100. Okay, and we're doing a limit by 50. And then we're doing fetch, and we have no track. Even if we're limiting by that, is there a Nuxt fetch content offset? Limit. Fetch only 5 articles. Fetch the next 5 articles. Oh, why? Why is this not working? I want to get rid of that line. Didn't know what to put, so I did not know what to put it as, so, and I could not put Jared, so I just had a random numbers and letters pair. It happens. Well, you're watching me live code, and usually when I'm coding, I'm just kind of in my own zone. But this live streaming stuff makes me more accountable to get my product done. You're seeing me get this still broken. This shipped out, and this is one of my side projects. We have a version of Soulection Tracklists live, and I want to get a new one by New Year's. So I'm really flexing my coding and speaking skills, and just hanging out really, watching me struggle hard. Answer the question: am I good at coding? I would say yes and no. Because I've been doing this for 20 years. The more I know I don't know. There's so much out there to learn. But I'm not noob. It's not like the first time I opened up the CSGO and going into a private server just getting headshotted all the time. What happens if I remove this? No, I can't remove the limit because it'll break the thing. What if I just hard code the 50? Always limit by 50. This was nice to have a configurable value reference. Gotta get rid of the configuration of that and just have it hard like that, and then this past through thing. Maybe let's give that a try. Of course, a header 1 high. Let's just throw that in there. Why not? H1 high. Let's go for it. Are you able, I don't know whether you're able to do any SQL injections on Twitch chat. Hi. Oh yeah, I forgot to bring back my page. I was just trying to choose up there. Fair. Welcome along. This is, I would say, mid-tier. If you know enough JavaScript and HTML and CSS. I'm using Vue.js, which is close enough, so you can kind of follow along. But we're also using Nuxt, which has some complexities around it. So a lot of the things are alien. But please do ask, and I'll try and explain it. Like, what does this mean and stuff like that. This is just getting from my content store episodes. Grab this a single episode by the slug, or in this case, get me all of the artists where tracks played at is greater than epoch time. This is the first of 1990, where path contains tracks, i.e. because I have my artist data and tracks stored in the same location. And sort by last played at, limit by 50, then we're working on this skip functionality where we've got to skip a certain number and then fetch a new set of data, and ta-da, we should have data displayed here. What happens when we do skip 1? So we have page 1, page 2 doesn't want to work. How broken is page 3? Page 3, no! Oh, come on. It works for a second and then it just goes like, nope. It just yeets me out. I hate this. Do we need to like kind of do some more crazy math? Just looking at a documentation on the side here, which is far too large for it's an old style. So we're getting the page, the current page, and we're doing this skip number. It's doing like, if current page equals 1, then return 0. Current page equals last page, then get the last. Otherwise, if current page minus 1 times by the amount per page, 5 in this case, then you go and get the data. Or fail out. So that's one article which is helping me along. But my gosh, it's like, why is it not working is one crazy. Like here, once we've done this await, it should have got that thing. And yeah, I want to chain these together. Maybe I move those around. Oh yeah, that of course makes sense. Maybe we want to skip a certain amount and then limit. I have so much data here, so oh, messages. Oh, your dad's a programmer. That's awesome. How do you code like that? I used to just use the inspector code. Oh wow. So yeah, VS Code is a good editor to get started off with. They're not Victoria's Secret. VS Code. if you're on Windows or Mac, if there's a download, it's probably a good entry point. So I have this editor, and we have a directory of all of this project, and it's probably a bit advanced at this stage. But we have the project separated into certain areas, and we're on a certain page, tracks, and we're dealing with this particular page. And then once we're in here, we're doing script, and we're doing some stuff which is new to me. So it's going to be completely alien to anyone new. We're basically setting up all the inverted variables, getting it from the data store, and then we return back a object of datums, like the document of all of the tracks and other things, to then display here. Oh boy, it's got me stumped, this because it should totally be working, and it's generally not. I don't like it when it doesn't work. So maybe there's a few ways how I can get myself out of this little hole. I just want to try one last thing before I have to do a reverting of some stuff. So composition API, Nuxt, content. Let's give that a try. And there was some parts I came across which made it possible. So we've got these gists, which helped me when I was picking it up. This is where I got to use static, and that's fine. And someone else came up with a use. What have we got going on? The breadcrumbs, computed of the data. Someone else is using use async to then define the data and fetch it like that. They're both the same-ish. Why is mine not working? Most importantly. What happens if I just for a moment disable our where at, and it just brings us all the artist pages, or all the pages, and see what we get with our output here. Page number 3. Don't worry about the flicker. Right. Let's just do a single where path contains. So we that worked on that instance, page 3, and I don't know whether we've got the right page going on. So this was what was breaking. My querying. It's working now, magically, because that usually does happen when you're doing software engineering. So I can get rid of this again. And in order to verify how far in the data we are, I'm just going to hide this row stuff. And we're going to do our own loop here. So I've got to do div. You probably seen earlier, I did a table actually. So we're going to define a table, and we're going to define the table row. This is very simple HTML, and you've got to do. This is where it breaks out of HTML land and into view land. v4, and it's going to be a document of document because we've got this defined, and we need to define a key which is going to be the index. I think need to grab that. Now we have the document. We want to print out the doc last played at, because this will give us an indication of are we going back in time far enough. And td, we're just going to grab the doc artist and title. Let's run the cleanup script. And I want some way where I can click a button. So Nuxt, next. Oh, Nuxt. How has someone else done it? I always look at someone else's code. Link. And we've got to close that. Nuxt. Link. I'm going to have it a button which links to next. So we're going to define a route. How's it going, Matt? You good? I haven't seen tables in a while. Yeah, we're just doing it very simple. Nice for you to pop one in. And we're gonna do the page, which is gonna be the current page number +1. And let's clean that up. And we're going to also do previous. This looks messy already. I was just in, I don't know whether you was tuned in a moment ago, I was just in like a really dark hole of things just not working, and then they just magically work. Software engineering is fun. There we go, that's looking as expected-ish. And these should be clickable. And I want to make them quickly pretty. Let's see how we can quickly make these pretty, because class rounded, background blue, text white. Yeah, let's throw that. And right down at the bottom, we got the text. We want the background blue 500 mid, isn't it? Oh, you coding as well? Awesome. So I thought to come and have a break and see what I'm doing. See you later, Jared. Have a good one. Awesome. So if we write that and it's broken. Params. Is it params or query? Oh yeah, we totally need to make sure that the page we go into, and I don't have a route for it. How do I get that? I need to say the name of this page, but I haven't defined it. And so I'm looking at this article here. Where have they got this from? Where is this defined? In a route. Name? It just magically happens? Okay, let's go tracks per page. Give it a name. I think it is required. What you hack? Are you still hacking on Swift UI? Ooh, oh, nope. Ah, painful. I didn't want to do that. It shouldn't have to happen like that. All tracks. Yes. When I click on this, move the table down. I can't be bothered scrolling all the way down all the time. Let's do that. And I want to make it a bit more pretty. So I don't know, py to px 4. I forget which the x and y each and every time go because, you know, dyslexia. Close! And we want the margin right to. Clean up codes on portfolio. Awesome. And taking a break. Yeah, and rightfully so with the... oh, come on. Rightfully so for the Swift UI. It is pretty steep from what you were saying. Nuxt link query params. I really need to start out my own personal website. It's still terrible, and I've just left it as is for a long time because I just can't. At this moment in time, I've not really been bothered to give it enough attention. I know I need to, but I don't have a direction where I want to take it, and all my blog posts and everything else is on different sites. So at the moment, my UKL site is just how to communicate with me. Where can you find me on the rest of the internet? Until I come back around to it. Is that doing? Yes! Awesome. And it doesn't work. Page number plus we're on page number 2, and we want to take that and pass it through. And so, am I going nuts here? What happens when I just print out? Our page number is the current. So let's say current here. Page number that, and then our next it's going to be page number 3. So, why here is it? Oh, now you're working. And then I click on it and it does not a thing. Let's see what happens when I get rid of that. Does it just deal with its own self on the same page? Happened once and then never again. Is there some sort of magic for the page number stuff? I'm probably have to find a different article for this, because this article is a bit... It's okay, but could be better. Oh, do you have to do it like that? I don't want to do it like that. You know what? That's not too bad to do a directory structure like that instead of dynamic like this. So then I could generate all the pages each time I do the site. Yeah, personal sites are the worst. You spent all day all morning trying to choose a typeface. Nuts. Whatever happened to Helvetica new and just being done with it? Because everyone wants the San Francisco font, whatever it is, the nice cute one from Apple, but we can't have that. Ah, cute. That's awesome. let's give this a try. Let's go with page.view and just raw this in. I'm losing my marbles now. This particular task has really taken a toll on me. So there's JavaScript the things, and we'll just grab that into there. We've got to define the components. This is where we're using the view computational stuff. Which is not production ready, but I wanna really give it a go because it's close to React. And I have things which may require me to do React soon. But it's also good for me to bring this over here. Why am I making things difficult for myself? It's good to kind of keep the parity between the two frameworks. If that was even right. Like, doing the view composition API makes it feel like I'm doing React hooks. There we go. And doing React hooks allows me to be able to pick up React very, very quickly. Or understand it should a client want me to do React. Not by choice, but it's just how the industry is. React is so bloody popular. It's going to be unavoidable. We've seen it on different projects where working with different clients where they said, hey, we're going to get Vue engineers. It'd be great. Hire all the Vue engineers. And then halfway through the project, they switch to React. It happens. Page number. Let's can type. Alphabetica, you really want me to report that you're streaming? Do it, I dare you. Excuse me, Twitch. We're going to have to ban Kyle from streaming because he says we should be using Helvetica. You know what? It's better than using Comic Sans or, God forbid, Arial. So bad. Let's do a div, and then if we have tracks, if tracks, then I don't care about the display out anymore. I just want this to work, and I think params like that, page number, params, and I may not even need to use the ref. Maybe. And I'll grab all this in and the skip as well. Boop. If I hit the right button, there's a syntax error. There it is. Async. You want to set that, and that should then allow us. And we want the const per page to be 50. We'll just return this. We'll set that. There we go. We've copied this across. So in theory, instead of using, throw that over there, instead of using tracks with that, we should do it like this. We've got the current one and current two. And oh yeah, of course, we didn't bring across this because I specifically said I didn't care about that a second ago. Now I care about it. And I'm going to do tracks like that. I even forgot what font I'm using on this. What font am I using? I have no clue. Oh, yeah, I'm just using all the system. Because, like, those are the quickest fonts to load. I didn't want to overstress it. I do have a font I can use and I have a license for. But I kind of want to make this site quick. And fonts are one sure way on making things slow unless you get very clever with how you use your fonts. Okay, so, oh yeah, I definitely 100% broken this. I want to go to page 1, please. And tracks per page. See what sort of magic this brings. So hovering this, right down the bottom, this should be tracks page 2. Generally is not. Nuxt router. Pagination. There's generally got to be a way on how to do it nicely instead of reading a blog post. Okay, they're using hard-coded path on this one. Okay. And what are these guys doing? They're going to... Oh, they generate the... Wow. Okay, yeah, they're using the properly decorated, that's fine. It's a little bit over the top, but... YOLO. Next page. Debug. Where's that defined? Page number, and then go in this dot. They're just returning back the query string. So it should theoretically work without that. We get a page 2, brill. Page 3, 4, 5, 6. You know what? It looks like it is working! Oh, that's so amazing. That's awesome. I just gone through 50 pages now in 2019. How awesome is that? That is so cool. We finally managed to get pagination working for once. So I can crack all of this out, I think. Because all tracks, yes, that's mostly fine, but when I click on this, I want it to go to the correct page from this index. So let's just null that out. Makes sense for it to load in that page properly instead of a query string. Now that I've thought about it for a nanosecond. So params page. I'm hoping from this index page here, we would just go like, go to params of this page, and it's goes like, magic me? No, it didn't magic me. Where are we going to go to then? Would it be easier for me to hard code this to tracks page 1? And of course there's going to be no previous on the index page. I don't like this one bit, but it's looking like it might work. Yeah, I really don't like it a lot, but it's doing the thing which I expected to do. Yeah, next to the pages. Yeah. And I will come maybe back to that. it does the thing. It does the thing, I expect. And now I can feel more comfortable about bringing this back into play and switch it on. Now I've got duplication between these two. I'll need to break it down to a component. Instead of having to duplicate these tables and or rows. I want to just see, that's tracking it. See how our data fares, and it totally does not make that. Yeah, you do like good photography, not photography, typography when it's good. Like when you see a document like this and you're like, ooh, that's nice. It of course catches your interest. So totally, yeah, totally understand it. Just like for me, proof of concept. Then make it pretty. And I've not over finessed about saying this is still broken. Why are you still broken? Don't break on me. Why? I did do one simple change, and like it's got one version in there, and then it goes chunk with the wrong piece of data in there. It's like it's cached, and then it's not, and I don't want that to happen. But I'll come back to that. Page 2, you can see that we've gone from one page to another, and how do I want to display this? Because we don't have any design for this particular page. It's mostly okay. I just want to get rid of that piece of data and maybe put in when it was played. Because that would be quite a nice addition. The link stuff is, of course, it wants it on a dark background. Just confused me about this, but I'll look into that another time. The interesting thing with this loop, I would probably want it to like give the date as a heading each time. I probably can work on that a little bit better at another time. But I want to get rid of this queue thing. Did I break that on the track list as well? Yeah, I totally broke that. So it's track row. And when we don't define a queue, hide queue, I want to hide queue. And our page 2 should not show the queue. Win! That's alright, that, isn't it? And then we go to this. Ta-da! We got tracks that was once played on this show. Practically mostly done. It's not pretty. I want to kind of get the fledging of it out and then make it pretty. Oh. At this point, I'm going to quickly make a component for this page. So track results. I'm going to, what I'm doing here is just extracting this logic from this. I'm going to grab the logic I have. I'll need to wrap it in a div because we've still got that version of Vue.js. And we're going to pass in tracks. So I should be able to rewrite this to use track results. And pass in tracks. That's what I intend. So let's do that. Let's JavaScript. You ever say it like that? JavaScript. JavaScript, like Spanish. JavaScript. Oh, that's funny. JavaScript or JavaScript. And we're going to wrap that. Now we can do our setup nicely, and then we've got props. Of course, we need to. Actually, you don't even need to bother with props at the moment because they come in once we define. So props. This. We know that our tracks is going to be a type of array. I probably should make this here like that. Array, and default is going to be a empty array. Close this off and run this. Now, if I save this page, nothing should change. It broke. It broke. Page number. So page number, let's pass that in. And we want page number type number. Default is going to be 1. I think. Refreshing this page, we should see no errors. Oh, not that page. This page. Brill. That's good. Now I can save that. Can bring this over. Save the duplication there. I'm going to rename this to tracks. That. And document tracks per page. Get rid of that. We don't need that out there. The logic is duplicated. I might even have the page automatically forward or extract all this logic for this particular page so that you code it once. Because when we go to all tracks, we've got page 1. Oh, it's broken! It's broken. Oh, and this one, we definitely know that page number is 1. So we can pass in what it's going to go to next. Oh, and I'm going to go skip 0 because this is all hard coded. And say page number 1. Don't need to do any skip because this is the very first load of the page. It's not the cleanest. It actually looks a bit more clean doing that on the index. But why is that link not working now? Let's investigate. And do props, and then there's this root. I'm gonna open up a debugger here. So then open up a debugger will allow me to start poking at the code. Probably not in the best location. Just I'll move it. Can I move it to over there? That makes sense. Over there. We got a root, and I wanted to kind of figure out what our router is. What we got? That might be of use. Maybe. We got this path. I will take the same over here. Params for props, which is going to be undefined. then we get this root, which is handy for us, and we return the oh, we probably don't even need it there. Might even just be able to go like name equals root.name and ta-da it in there. You don't always need to explicitly define. Can I just like go like this? And I'll get rid of that debugger because that's going to do my nutting. I should see the router name there. That's right. So going to the next page doesn't want to do it. Oh, that's right. Maybe try path, because this is not correct. Because if we go to page 1, tracks page, index. Yeah, that generally did not want to do that. We'll get there. Almost. Why? Why do you not want to play games with me? Root path, so tracks in. Got the tracks, yeah, and that doesn't work. But when we go to the actual tracks, and it's tracks in, path is equal 1. If I just hard code it and shut up. Hard code that bad boy. Name. Oh yeah, of course, that's going to cause a bug. Let's try that. Not a number. That. Try it again. But that's working. And when we go to this, yeah, that's working as expected now. So we reduced some of the logic. This I'm not really super happy about. It will do for now. And yeah, that's a win. So let's look at what we've done. We changed the index around. We added a track page, and we've added a component to stop ourselves from duplicating that data, and done a quick pagination. I'll get that better later. Pages.index. What do we do here? I'll separate that commit actually. So we've got one which is pagination for all tracks page, and this one is a new feature which is actually it's fixing a bug, or not a bug, new feature, which is a home page artwork link to episode. And we'll go ahead and push that at Very cool. Now, I want to check what we can do next. I think we got about half an hour of the stream. Go to this to do. We can mark this as done. What's a nice small... Shall we make this pagination cuter? Do I have... I might have a pagination on one of these designs. Let's scroll all the way down to the bottom. There is no pagination. Oh, I got no pagination on that one. Let's see. How about the home page? Yes, there we go. We got pagination. We want to replicate that. Do this, Kyle. And can I just grab that file which I just created and just poof it into there and be done with it? Nope. How about relative path? Generally, I'm not expecting that to work. It's a hack. Hacks! Yeah, it just did not work. So, we're going to create a new component. And it's going to be a shared component across the site. So I'm going to create a root of components and it's going to be pagination. And this is going to, of course, be HTML. I don't need this page for now, so I'm going to close that and I can close it to do. It's going to, of course, we've got to start off with a div because everything starts off with a div. And we've got JavaScript. We're going to props. We need to know the current page. Let's make it current, which is going to be the type of number, default 1. Now we can do the calculations for the next, but we also want to know like how many per page we're going to do. So per page. Type number and default. We're going to default to 50 per page in this component. And then how are we going to calculate how many numbers to display on there? We're probably going to need a total count, type number, default 0. So we will start off with the previous and next because the numbers start getting juicy and weird when we have hundreds or so of pages, and I in my head have no clue how I'm going to do that, to be honest with you. But we can actually go to our results up here, grab that, and grab our next button. Cleany. And we want it to also have the name of the pages we will go into, as it's going to go into this slot there. So this could be type of string, and you've got to require it. True. And its default, I guess, is going to be nada, nothing. Now this would be name. Current. And we'll do the same for our previous name. Current name. I might be able to just close that now and current, and now do total count. Total count is going to be like the number of entries. So we will have to calculate how many pages that would be. Setup. We have props. And we're going to have to do a a constant equals total pages equals computed. Scroll this up so it's not underneath my face. And as it's computed, we're going to grab the props, total counts, divide the number of props pages. Nope, that's not right. Per page. That's about right. And we'll need to return that. And this is complaining because we need to import computed from Nuxt composition, and we need to import the define component, define that component, and return. Now I want to consume that. We have not that page, the results page. Yeah. I should have a soundboard now. I need to get a soundboard. And pagination. I'm going to bring that in. And it's going to be a single component line like this. And name, which we're going to be paginating against, which is going to be like this. If I figure out how to do a soundboard, I'll definitely throw it onto stream. Like, it'll be all simple. I have a different computer doing the streaming, but it's not too difficult. I can have actually on this one, because I got the sounds going through on this. I got Spotify like on this machine, handling the music, because I like to have a fan control for that. So could have a soundboard on this machine, but I don't know. I'll look into it for next year. Don't want to make too many changes. Have a good one, Matt. See you soon. Thanks for popping on in. Completely lost where I was going. I was too busy with going on all about soundboards. Oh yeah, per page. Even though we've got 50, I'll just I don't even need to define that because default. Total count. Total count. And this is going to be a pain because we don't know it just yet because we got this page number there. So I don't know what the total count is. I don't want to take the all tracks. Let's pass in a type of array default this, and we've got to go back over to our pages, tracks. Both of these need to get update. Const all tracks use async. going to run the async task as sync there. And in order to do this, I'm just going to grab all tracks where it matches that, and we're going to fetch. And we're just going to return this then. In order to I got the return all tracks which contain that, so this should be the total count. Now I can do all tracks there like that. Don't break the world on me, please. And we'll basically copy this over to our page because I still need to clean this up. We'll do that another time, and we're going to pass the tracks back to there. And all tracks to be defined into there. This is what I need to do for the episodes as well, is to get all episodes and then pass it into our nested keeping, you know the thing. So then I can do the filtering easier. Oh, what was it? Yeah, I need to go and see it broken. What's it broken on? Find total count. Oh yeah, it's doesn't know what to do here because we want all tracks dot length. Everything. Just give me that. All tracks is assigned but never used on page. I assigned it. So I probably need to do that and not export the. Do the right thing, Kyle. Can't read length of null. Quiet. Actually, I might be able to get away with no key in all tracks and is the use static? Ugh. May work. Allow the page to refresh, and I'll do a force reload. Okay, so it generally wants a value in there. Ref. Just give it a reference of null. It's even like does something there, so I can't not define it because keybase is defined, so this doesn't really work because I need to define a keybase. But we've got 284.3 pages. That's how it's done. Yee. So what is going on? We can get rid of this. We can get rid of that. Make it all nice and pretty. We're going to parse or math seal. We want it to include we want it to go from 284 to 285 because there's 0.3. I want it rounding up. That as soon 285 pages. Do the calculations. Yes! And we know that in the design, let's close this off now. The circles with the chevron. And I might be able to just easily go sneaky, sneaky. Can I? Please? Please? Allow me? Let me in? No? Oh, what? That, the menu, show me the menu options. Can I have the access? I want to copy the thingy, please. Does it want me to log in? Oh. Let's log in. And it might give me the accesses. It might give me the access in Figma. I don't have Figma, so I'm on a new instance of Chrome. So that it's not logged in on mine, but I can log in. Use another option. Try another way. I want to use my phone. Oh, I can just tap on my phone here. Notification on the phone. Choose. Should I get a notification on my phone? I did not get the notification on my phone. Nope. Try another way, log in. Come on. Two-factor authentication. I have it everywhere. And I was trying to do the clever version of it. We are in. I thought I had an account. Fine. I probably already have something somewhere. Let's have a look. Assets, images, icons, chevron. I might be able to use this. Let's have a look. Bring it into page. That's what we're looking at. It's not like in life. I need to get rid of some stuff for it to. Broken onto. Oh, it's chevron down, and I want it rotating in. Maybe wrap it around a span in here. You can see it just a wee bit there. Oh, I don't like this. I don't like that at all. Maybe if I had a... There was one version which I could get on in and grab all of the nicety things. I just want to allow me in and edit. That's how I was able to get some of the other iconography. So I got this chevron and just need to rotate that. I don't know where I used it though. Let's try chevron. Oh, go to Tracklist. So I did it on the home page and we just totally did not. There it is. Oh. I'll figure that out another time. I'm going to call it because things are starting to break on me again, and I don't know why. Well, let's just revert this back. Go to prev. I'm going to commit any of these new changes. We've got the pagination and we've got this subtle refactoration and this. And we had to do, we had to do that. So we're doing the refactor pagination into own component, shared component, and do that and push. So far we fixed the track pages. They are working as expected. I say that because sometimes it doesn't want to work. But we did see it working, and I'll probably figure that out another day. This is just this thing that happen when we're doing visual coding, and usually I would write unit tests, but Nuxt.js doesn't really like the unit test things. Well, it's not really too easy, especially on this sort of scale. But oh well, it doesn't matter. But I'm happy with our progress today. We've done a few things, tried to fix that. I have no clue why that does that thing. Then it changed the thing, but okay. We added in tracks, and it takes a second or so to get it on in, but it's getting there. We are getting there. We're still weeks away, and well, if we do it on the pace of just doing it on these streams, then yeah, we're weeks away. But I do an extra kind of off-stream session on like weekend or something like that, just where I can just go down, play some music, and get it done. But as always, thank you very much for joining me and watching me struggle through this project and to push it slowly along to the end goals. I'm really happy with the progress which we do, and you guys jumping on chat. It really keeps me company. I don't know whether I'll be still doing this without you guys jumping in. So I'll be doing this again as always each and every week. But we are coming up to that big C word. Fortunately, I still will be able to do those streams. So we're good. So I'll see you guys next week at 6 on Wednesday. Till then, have a great day and rest of your week. And bye.